You know, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is as much a tribute to Chadwick Boseman as it is an entry to the MCU. And Black Panther 2 is very much an entry of the MCU because it introduces and brings back so much. Like, this movie has a lot going on. We've got, of course, the death of T'Challa, which, not a spoiler, we all knew that was going to be addressed. You know, we've got a mother's grief, we've got a sister's grief, we got a sister's journey, we've got the introduction of Namor and the Talokans. Talokan, let's just say the city. The introduction of Riri Williams and Ironheart is just, there's a lot. And also Julia Louis-Dreyfus comes back as her character, which was introduced in Hawkeye? There's just so many entries to the MCU, whether it be movies or TV. It's hard to keep track of it sometimes, okay? There's also a great cameo from another character, which I will not say who because I don't want to spoil it. Now, as I said in the beginning, this movie is very much a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, as, you know, there's the unfortunate opening of the movie that we knew was going to happen, but it's still sad as hell nonetheless. But there was also the opening Marvel Studios video that they show in front of everything MCU these days. But instead of clips of every hero, it's just T'Challa. Just Black Panther. It's just Chadwick Boseman. And that enough will get you choked up. Now, this movie doesn't really have a traditional villain because, I mean, yes, it's kind of made out that Namor is kind of the bad guy, but I get his motives. He's not really out to take over the world, even though he kind of says that. But his intention is to protect his people. Then again, some villains, that's their reasoning. So, shit, I guess Namor is the villain. I think that this movie is superbly acted. Everybody involved, from Letitia Wright to Danny, I don't think I can pronounce her last name, Michelle from The Walking Dead. We all mostly know her from that. Lupita Nyong'o, figure I can pronounce that. Winston Duke, the guy that plays Namor. I can't pronounce it, nor can I remember it because it was kind of long, so I apologize for that. But, everybody involved. Angela Bassett, too. Everybody involved is great. I think Angela Bassett and Letitia Wright, they both put in very powerful performances. Like, they are without a doubt the overall highlights of the movie. Now, Black Panther Wakanda Forever does suffer from a lot going on. I've already mentioned it in the beginning. Like, pretty much what's going on, everything that's interconnecting and intersecting, and it's a lot to follow. And though thankfully, even though this movie clocks in at almost 3 hours long, it doesn't feel like 3 hours long. It does flow overall pretty well, but I think they tried to do too much. Another little issue I had was the CGI, which is something that's becoming a thing with the MCU. It's like that ever since after Endgame, the budget for the CGI for this just tanked. Like, Shuri, when she's in the suit, when she's standing still, or making like natural movements, the suit looks great. But when she's moving around quickly and fighting, you can very much tell it's CGI. And then there is the debut of Ironheart's suit, Riri Williams, and it looks like shit. And I have to say that even though I'm pretty sure it's comic accurate, as I've stated multiple times, I'm more of a DC guy when it comes to the comics. The Namor's little wings on his ankles, they look so ridiculous. It's almost comical, and it was kind of hard to take the character seriously when he's flying around with little wings on his ankles. And that goes back into the effects, where when he's moving around quickly, it does not look great. I will say this, though, that the CGI does look better than most of the other recent Marvel shows and movies. Like, it looks better than fucking Doctor Strange. I mean, while some moments looked good, the fucking third eye, good God, what the hell? But at the end of the day, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, it is superbly acted. The cinematography is amazing. The settings are beautiful. Some issues with the CGI and so much going on. It can get a little confusing, but as long as you pay attention, you will be able to follow it. But if you like space out for any moment, you might get lost. But those are only really minor complaints. Because overall, I think Black Panther 2 is a worthy successor to the first Black Panther movie, and it is, of course, a phenomenal tribute to Chadwick Boseman. And there is, of course, a mid-credit scene, not an end-credit scene. So if you happen to be watching this before you see the movie, just stay for mid-credits. After the mid-credits scene, leave. And in that scene, they dropped a bit of a bombshell, and it continued the tribute to Chadwick Boseman. But, obviously, go see the movie, because I'm not going to spoil it for you. But anyway, again, I think it's a worthy successor to the first Black Panther movie. I give Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I give it an A. Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.